Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Cooking with Pam Davidson. Let me make sure my phone's turned off before it starts ringing or something, you know. How's everybody doing tonight? We are about to make some dumplings. We're going to make some fluffy dumplings. I made a short video the other day, but I thought I would go ahead and do it live because I got a chicken at Costco yesterday. So I'm going to take advantage of having that chicken. Put it over here in the pot. I've been boiling it, getting me a good old pot of, what's that called? Broth. We're getting a big old pot of broth over here, and that's going to be perfect to make our dumplings with. So I'm going to about get ready to take this chicken out. And that broth is a-boiling. I'll give everybody a few minutes to jump on, and I'll show you what I'm going to do. I got a pot over here, and I went ahead and I've been boiling that probably 30 minutes or more. I just put the whole chicken down in there, and see what good broth that is. I didn't put anything in there but some water, but that's the good chicken broth from that skin and that rotisserie. So that is going to make a good pot of dumplings. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take that chicken out and put it on a plate so it can cool off, because I'm going to pick all that meat off that chicken bone. Whoa, and it's so tender, it's already falling apart. Well, we'll get it off here in pieces. Drain some of that water off. I'm going to get all this out because I don't want any of this in my broth. Alright, now I'm left with a good pot of broth, and I'm going to let that start to cool. See how hot that is? Now that has flavored the broth, the water that I put in there, and made broth out of it. So we're going to let that start to cool. I'm going to strain this because I want to make sure it's all good in the neighborhood. So what I'm going to do is just pour it into this bowl. This is the bowl I'm going to use to make the dumplings up. But that'll be all right because, let me see, that pot is a little hot. We're just going to dump it through here and dump it right back in this pot so we can make our dumplings. Alright? So all I did was take a chicken from Costco, put it in some boiling water, and we'd already picked off one breast. So we ate one breast last night, or Tony did, on a sandwich. Alright, so now I got a big bowl of broth, and I'm going to pour that right back in. I've strained it. It doesn't have any bones or anything in it. And we can just mix our dumplings right up in this thing. So what I'm going to add to the broth is I have some better than bouillon chicken flavor. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of this in. It's not really that necessary. Sometimes you can use a can of cream of chicken soup if you want, but I don't think we're going to need anything today, so I'm not going to use anything extra. I'm just going to put this big glob of better than bouillon in there, and that'll give it a little bit extra flavor. Maybe a little bit more, about 2 teaspoons or something. We're going to bring that back to a boil, and we're going to go ahead and get our Bisquick. We're going to make these with Bisquick. That's what I grew up on. The fluffy dumplings I like is Bisquick. So let's get us a measuring cup here. Get my real old Tupperware here, y'all. Avocado green. Did any of y'all have Harvest Gold or avocado green? I only got the 1 cup. All right, we're going to put 2 cups in here. I don't know how many that's going to make. I might need to do 3 cups. Trevor's coming over. I don't know if they like dumplings or not, but I'm going to go ahead and put 3 cups in here. And then it's going to be a cup of milk. So we're going to put a cup of milk. And that's all you put for dumplings is those 2 things. So using Bisquick makes it really easy. And they make really good dumplings. So I'm just going to stir this up with my spurtle here. I got a wooden spoon. They're called spurtles. I didn't even know that till I started this cooking show. I'd never heard of a spurtle before. But several viewers sent me some. So you just want to mix this up. You don't want it too dry. Or if it's crumbly, you're going to need a little bit more milk. If it's too wet, you're going to need a little bit more Bisquick. So it looks like it's mixed up pretty good. It's not a whole lot in there. I might need a little bit more. But we're going to start with this much. I'm going to bring you over here to the pot. And the way I do this is I use one of these Pampered Chef scoops. This is the medium scoop. You can use a teaspoon, tablespoon, but then you're going to have to rake it off. This, you're just going to dip this in here, get it full of dough, and squeeze this and it pops right out. You don't have to touch the dough at all. Just squeeze it out. So I got my I got the fire here on high. We are going to cook these uncovered for 10 minutes. Let me see if we're going to turn them down or not. I can't remember. Let's see. Drop in and then reduce heat. So as soon as we get them all dropped in, we are going to reduce the heat. And they don't got to be perfectly round or anything. Just so you get a good bunch. Here, I can do it like this to show y'all. I just go like that and it falls right out. I can't hardly do it with my left hand, but I'll get my left hand on here. So if you like fluffy dumplings, now these dumplings are going to be dry on the inside and wet on the outside. They are not like a noodle. That's a totally different kind of a dumpling, which I like that kind of dumpling too. Like I never met a dumpling I didn't like. But I like both kinds. My mom always made this kind, and she always used Bisquick. She would make like squirrel dumplings, y'all. Y'all ever had squirrel dumplings? But what they would do, my brother or somebody would go out and get a squirrel or a rabbit. That's really disgusting to me now. But I love dumplings so much that when she would have that squirrel in the pot. And then she would make dumplings and put in there. So I didn't want the squirrel, but I wanted the dumplings. So I would go in there and rake around in the bottom of the pot to fish out a dumpling. And I can remember hearing them bones rattling in that pot and everything. Y'all wouldn't catch me doing that today. Oh, ain't no way. So anyhow, this is we're going to cook. I'm going to turn this heat down now. We've dropped them all in there. I'm going to turn it down to about a 5, between 4 and 5. There they are in the pot. We're going to time them about 9 minutes because I think they've already been in there about a minute. So we're just going to cook them right like that. They'll be boiling a little bit. Don't cover them or anything. I hope that's going to be enough. I don't even know who likes dumplings. But I don't want to make too many because then we have too many leftovers. So that's going to be the dumplings. Now what we're going to do, I'm going to set that aside. I got to pick all this chicken off. Because as soon as this dumplings, as soon as they cook the 10 minutes, Oh, wow, we got 2,000 people watching. Thank y'all so much. Reach down there and hit that little share button if you can. Let's see how many shares we can get out of this video. I appreciate y'all. All right. Now, we're going to pick this off, and I still got this container from Costco that was the lid to the chicken, so I'm going to throw all the old stuff over in there. And I'm going to put the good stuff I'm just going to lay the good meat on a plate here. And when these dumplings get done, I'm going to add this good chicken right back to it. So there's not going to be any bones in my chicken and dumplings. All right. Y'all let me know if you share it. Type in shared and let me know that. I so appreciate that. Y'all are the best followers, viewers. Now every night around 8 o'clock I come back on, and I'm not cooking usually. But I come on and we have what we call a fireside chat. It's a time when I can sit and read the comments and talk back and forth and interact with you. It's hard to read the comments when I am cooking. So let me get my thing here. I did this earlier. I cooked some bacon today, y'all. And I put the link. I always try to put the Pampered Chef link at the bottom of the video in case anybody wants anything. There's some good sales, holiday sales going on right now. So I pinned the comment right at the bottom, and you can see that there. The big wok pan is on sale this month. Let me show it to you real quick here because it's a great deal. You might want it. I don't try to sell Pampered Chef. I don't sell it. I'm not a consultant. But if there's a good deal, I like to pass it on. So I've been telling you about this the whole month of November while supplies last. You get this great big deep wok pan. It can be used for anything you need a large pan for. You don't just do Chinese in it. Comes with this lid. It's stainless steel. Lifetime guarantee. Regular $249, on sale for $99. So click on that link if you think you would like one of them. They got some other sales going on too, but that's a really good one I like to pass on. All right, we got 5 more minutes on our dumplings cooking. So I'm going to quickly take all this off. I'm going to get the skin and everything. I'm just going to pull this stuff off. And I'm just going to shred this meat over here. Make sure there's no bones in it anywhere. Pull it apart a little bit. It's hot. Now we ate one of the breasts last night on a sandwich for dinner. So this is what's left over, but there's still plenty of chicken on here to make some chicken and dumplings. It's a good way to use up all of this, y'all. Now Costco sells these chickens for $4.99. They do not make any money on these chickens. It's a way, though, because they got them in the back of the store, and I've read this before. It's a way that they get you in the store, and they send you all the way to the back of the store, and they're hoping you'll put a whole lot more stuff in your cart, which you normally do. So, they're trying to get you in the store is what they're trying to do. Same way as up front, if you've never ate at their little cafe that they have in there, they have a hot dog and a Coke, and it's $1.50 plus tax. And it's a great big hot dog, and it's unlimited on the refills of the drinks. So if you've never been there and got that, that's a great deal too. And you don't have to be a member to go to the snack bar. You can go in, anybody can go in and eat at a Costco snack bar. You do not have to have a membership. Only if you go in and purchase anything do you have to have a membership. So that's another unknown little tidbit there for y'all. If you live by a Costco and you want a cheap lunch, or you want to take somebody out for a cheap lunch, there you have it, $1.50 plus tax. All right, so let's finish picking this off here. I hear somebody coming in the door now. It might be Trevor. and Tiana. Who's coming in? Oh, it's Tony. He's bringing in some firewood. I'm on live doing some chicken and dumplings. We got 2,100 people watching. Y'all really are something tonight watching. So let's get the rest of this good chicken off of here. This is going to be plenty for that pot of dumplings.
What goes good with chicken and dumplings?
I don't know. Hamburger helper?
Green beans?
We got some green beans already cooked in there.
We do.
Yep. We cooked the other day.
Oh.
We didn't eat them all. Let's see if you think they're still good. I don't remember what day we cooked them. How long does green beans y'all last in the refrigerator?
Just a day.
Just a day? Well, you better get a new can out then. If you want green beans, you better get a new can out and get them a cooking. All right, let's see what else we got here. We're doing pretty good. Wow, 2,200. Y'all are just amazing. The best followers ever. All right, we about got the... This is one of the worst things I hate to do is pick a chicken, but I do it because, like I said, we ate yesterday dinner, some chicken sandwiches, and then for $4.99, it's a dinner again tonight. So you can't beat that for economics. So this is the dark meat, but I put all of it in. I shred it all up. It's all going to be good. It's all going to taste like chicken. You don't know the dark from the white once you get going on your chicken and dumplings. All right, all y'all that's on, stay on, and let's see if we get more people to add. Y'all share this video. Maybe we can hit 3,000 tonight. This is the most I've ever had on a live feed for dinner. So I do appreciate y'all doing that. Hit that little share button down there and see if we can get some more people added. That's wonderful. Tony's over there building a fire, so we will have a fire tonight at Fireside. I am feeling good right now. Earlier today I was on and my sugar had dropped, so now I know that's what's happening in the late afternoon because I hadn't ate. So I've been nibbling on little stuff here and there. So I'm going to try to keep that from happening. And I found out I had a thing of raisins over here, y'all. Y'all were telling me orange juice. Well, I didn't have any orange juice. We don't keep any juice because we're diabetic, so it's one thing you can't really drink. All right, there's 5 minutes on that. I'm not going to stir them. I'm just raking them around to see what's happening. So we're going to turn them down just a little bit, and I'm going to put a lid on them. Let's see where my lid is. Let's see if this lid is for this pot. Yeah. All right, now 10 minutes. 10 minutes with a lid on it. And by that time, I should have all this chicken picked off. All right, we got 2,400. Y'all keep hitting that share button. I'm giving y'all a challenge tonight while I'm picking this chicken. My glasses. It's hot in this kitchen because I was boiling that water over there for the better than bouillon. I put a little bit of better than bouillon in here. Now, I haven't put any seasonings in yet. This chicken is rotisserie. It's got plenty of seasonings on it. But I will put some probably salt and pepper or nature seasonings in it. I think that will taste good. It's almost done. It's not going to be quite much longer. I'm just going to get the rest of this chicken off here. Make sure I get it all. I think Trevor and Tiana... Trevor's Tony's son, if you don't know. Tony's my husband. He's just brought in some firewood. I told him as cold as it was, I had to turn the heat up a little bit today, y'all. I was cold. When I came home from work, I'm like, ooh, I'm a little bit cold. So I turned the heat up just a little bit, but I knew we'd be having a fire tonight. So this is going to be good. I'm going to have to get the green beans out. He didn't get the green beans out. If he wants them, I usually like to get them and cook them a long time, but I might have to try them. I've been wanting to try them green beans in the Instapot. I never thought about that, but y'all told me to try it in the Instapot because I like to cook my green beans a long time. So about an hour. So if I do it in the Instapot, I should be able to do them about 15 minutes, right? Oh, I can hear that fire crackling over there, y'all. It's going to be good tonight. Oh, I could put them green beans in that Instapot, but I just put that Instapot back in that closet. It's not there, it's on the left, if that's what you're looking for. On the bottom. Whoa, let's see here. Turn that down just a little bit. It says to cover them. It's starting to boil over a little bit. I gotta watch that. You want to get that Instapot for me back in here?
Yeah. Where's it at?
In that closet.
In the closet.
All right. He's opening up the beans there for me. You got the, what kind of can? Oh, you got that can opener. Okay.
Pampered Chef.
He's got the Pampered Chef can opener over here. All right, he's gonna go get that Instapot, y'all. So we're gonna try it 15 minutes in the Instapot and see how that comes out. And by that time, the dumplings will be good and done. I'm gonna have all this picked off. Looks like it's all picked off. I can do that if you just go get the pot for me. All right. That's all the scraps. And sometimes I'll give these scraps to my chickens. They love to eat chicken, y'all. They don't care if it's their cousin or whoever, you know. Let me wash my hands here. All right, wash my hands up. Let's see what we got going on here. I can go ahead and dump this chicken right in with those dumplings now. The dumplings, they got to stay covered 5 more minutes. But I can go ahead and put that chicken and just kind of, you don't want to stir them up, but you can just get it under the broth. And I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of salt and pepper in here. Season them up a little bit. Just some salt and pepper. Put that lid back on it because it's got to cook about 5 more minutes with the lid on it. Alright, let me get the Instapot.
Where do you want it?
Just set it right here and then I can show it to them. Get it right there and plug it in down there. Underneath there. Alright, y'all, we're going to take 1 can of green beans. And this is the quick cooker. I call it the Instapot. It's actually a quick cooker from Pampered Chef. And this is the older one. They got a newer one out now, but this is the older one. We're going to put that in there. Let me get my bacon grease from in here on the top shelf, that jar right there. And y'all, I just filled this bacon grease up. Y'all know I cooked bacon this afternoon. So I just filled my jar up. But I'm going to go ahead and get a big slather of this bacon grease and put in there. And I'm going to go ahead and put some nature seasoning. I think this is about empty. I'll just put that one in there. That's empty. All right, give me the lid.
Butter.
No, you don't put butter, you put bacon grease. All right, now I'm going to, you can't see the settings, but I'm going to set this on, I can take my glasses off to see it. Oh, it's on sear. Sorry, that's not right. Let me get the button here. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna do it for 15 minutes, y'all. All right, you got to make sure the top. This is electric. What this is an electric pressure cooker. So you got to make sure this button on top is down because you want to get this to build the pressure up. So I just put it in the locked position. I set it for 15 minutes. So we're going to see how those come out in 15 minutes. In the meantime, let me put this stuff back up. Let me put this milk back in the refrigerator. All right, the dumplings has just a couple more minutes on it, and then they're going to be done. Let me just clean up my workspace here. And then I can talk to y'all. I can read the comments for a minute. Wow, I think we got up to 2,700 people tonight, so thank y'all for hitting that share button. I appreciate that. Now I can look at the comments for a minute. If you're just jumping on, we started out with a rotisserie chicken from Costco. I put it in a pot of boiling water, and I boiled it probably 30 minutes to get me some broth. Then I took the chicken out, put it on a plate, and then after it cooled off, I picked all the good chicken off. In the meantime, I mixed up some Bisquick and milk, and I dropped them by spoonfuls into the boiling water. You cook them 10 minutes while they're boiling, and then you put a lid on them and cook them 10 more minutes. So it doesn't take that long to make you some dumplings. And now we're trying to get this pressure cooker going for the green beans. And we hadn't done the green beans in here yet, but I like to cook my green beans about an hour because I like them to be soft. I don't want them to be mushy, but I like them to be soft. So as soon as this builds up pressure, it takes a little while to build up pressure. And then it builds up pressure. When it gets all the way, it reaches the pressure point, it would it'll cook for 15 minutes. Somebody said the cats would like that leftover chicken. Well, I don't like to give it to them because I don't want to pick all the bones out. I'm afraid to give a cat chicken like that because I don't want any kind of bone, near the cat. I think because one time somebody had a cat and it got a bone stuck in its mouth and it was horrible. And I seen it and they was trying to get the bone out, and I'm a little bit afraid of cats. I'm not going to stick my hand up in a cat's mouth or nothing. So I just take it to the vet before I did that. I don't like to, I'm always afraid a cat or a dog's going to bite me. So, okay, these are done now. I'm going to turn them off. They are done. I'm going to show y'all what they look like while we're waiting on this thing to still get up to speed. Let me, I'm going to bring you over here and show you the dumplings. All right, now see that good broth there, that good gravy juice? Let me get a spoon. What do I do with my spoon here? Oh, here it is. All right, so you don't want to stir them too much because you'll tear them up, but you can take and just kind of move them around a little bit. All right, I'm going to put one on a plate. Tiana, do you like chicken and dumplings, or have you ever had them?
I think you made them one time before. I've had yours.
Oh, well, you don't know if I've ever made the fluffy. I usually make the little doughy ones, but like I said, I like them both. Well, let me get over here and I'm going to show you this one right here. And hopefully when you cut into it, it's dry on the inside. That's the way a fluffy dumpling is supposed to be. Is dry on the inside, sort of like a biscuit. And there, that's how you like it right there. You can kind of see it's dry on the inside like a biscuit, but it's wet on the outside like a dumpling. So you got just the right amount of dryness and wetness in each bite when you cook them like this. So I'm going to cut these up. They are really hot, so I can't sample one yet.
You already put the chicken in there?
Yep, the dumplings are ready. We're just waiting on this green beans.
Wow. All right.
One of my favorite things growing up was chicken and dumplings, y'all. I have always loved, especially these biscuit kind. That's the kind we grew up on. That is good. I gotta get over and take my peel. I forgot to take my peel. I'm supposed to take my peel 30 minutes before I eat.
What about the rest of us?
Tony's in there saying, what about the rest of us? I have to show y'all this, how good it is, right? Look at that. That's a perfect dumpling. Wow, Christy said we had 2,800 people watching. No, not 20. Yeah, 2,800 people. 2,800 people. That's the most I've ever had on a live. So I appreciate each one of y'all that shared it. All right, let me grab my medicine while I'm eating this stuff. Are you gonna wait for the green beans, Tony? All right. Man, that's some good chicken and dumplings. All right, I had to get me a little drink there. That steam has not built up in that pressure cooker yet. It takes a little while. How long does bacon grease last in the refrigerator? I don't really know because mine doesn't last that long. But I think, you know, it's grease. You keep it in there 6 months. I don't think it can go bad. I'm going to have to let the rest of these try it now. Whoop, I was trying to read some comments, y'all, while I got a minute. Oh, somebody said their cat got a bone stuck in its mouth. Yeah, I can't remember whose cat did that, but I was there. And so I won't give, you know, if I want to stand and pick all the meat off, I might give them chicken. But, well, I just had my dinner. One dumpling. I try to limit my carbohydrates, so I'll limit it to one dumpling probably. All right, we got a lot of people on here saying it's the first time watching. Welcome. We usually fix dinner live because I work during the day. I work for the federal government. Somebody was asking. So I usually come home and in the evenings we rustle up something to eat. Sometimes it's more planned out. Sometimes it's whatever we can find. But I usually Then we get on here at 8 o'clock every night. We have a fireside chat. It's like one big family. The same people get on, but there's new people all the time that join in. And we talk about whatever comes up in the comments. Sometimes it's current events. Sometimes it's whatever's in the comment. Sometimes we're a bunch of baby boomers. So a lot of times we have a lot of baby booming stuff in common. So we'll talk about that. But I don't think I'm going to hold y'all on here while them green beans. I'll do a little reel. When them green beans get done, I'll post a little reel and then y'all can see what they look like, okay? And in fact, I need to do a little reel of these chicken and dumplings before they get devoured. So, yeah, I always make my fluffy ones out of Bisquick. I know people in other countries can't get Bisquick. But here, let me see. Somebody asked me exactly what was in Bisquick. Here's what's in it. It's got flour, vegetable oil, cornstarch, leavening like baking soda and all that, salt, and a little bit of sugar, and dextrose. So that's what's in it. It's just like a baking mix. So it would have like your flour and your baking soda or baking powder and stuff like that. And it's got some kind of vegetable oil in it also. So all right, we're going to jump off. We will be back at 8 o'clock tonight. And in the meantime, watch for some little reels to come. I'll post some of them. All right, see you in a little bit.